Assalamualaikum and good day to Madam. Today we will be presenting our case study on Marriott International, focusing on customer data leakage and organizational accountability. This case study highlights how weaknesses in information system and data governance can lead to serious cybersecurity incidents even in large global organizations. Now, I will proceed with the introduction of our case study. Marriott International is a leading global hospitality organization that operates one of the largest portfolio of hotel brands in the world. The company manages luxury, premium, and select service properties across more than 130 countries and territories. Its core business activities include hotel management, accommodation services, digital reservation system, and loyalty programs, all of which involve the collection and processing of large volume of guest information. Due to its extensive global operation and digital footprint, Marriott International relies heavily on Management Information System, or MIS, to support customer service delivery, manage reservation, and facilitate internal business operation. This system plays a crucial role in ensuring efficient data processing, operational coordination, and service quality across the organization. In November 2018, Marriott International disclosed a significant data leakage incident involving its Starwood Guest Reservation database. This breach is recognized as one of the largest data breaches in the history of the hospitality industry. Approximately 500 million guests were affected, with personal and sensitive information exposed, including name, contact detail, passport number, and Starwood preferred guest account information. In some cases, payment card data was also compromised, although this information was encrypted. Investigation later revealed that the breach originated from vulnerability in systems that were initially compromised as early as 2014. Prior to Marriott acquisition of Starwood in 2016, the breach remained undetected for several years and was only discovered in September 2018. Attackers reportedly used techniques such as remote access tool and credential harvesting to gain unauthorized access and extract data from the reservation system. The purpose of this case study is to analyze the Marriott International data breach from a management information system perspective. The analysis focuses on identifying the causes of the incident, evaluating the organization response, and examining the implication for data governance and cybersecurity. The scope of this study includes an assessment of MIS vulnerabilities, the process through which the breach occurred and was discovered, as well as the operational, legal, and reputational impact experienced by the organization. In conclusion, data protection is a critical component of management information system, as it ensures the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of both organizational and customer information. Inadequate data protection measures can result in severe consequences, including financial losses, regulatory penalty, and the erosion of customer trust. The Marriott case clearly demonstrates how weaknesses in MIS security control and system integration processes, particularly during mergers and acquisition, can expose organizations to prolonged cybersecurity threat and significant data leakage. This highlights the importance of strong cybersecurity governance and robust MIS practices in large corporate environment. That's all from me. I will now hand over the presentation to Dania Maria.
Moving on, I will be presenting an analysis of Marriott International's information systems, focusing on how information systems support business operations and what went wrong in the Starwood data breach case. Firstly, information systems play a crucial role in enabling organizations to achieve operational excellence, customer intimacy, effective decision-making, and competitive advantage. For Marriott International, which operates thousands of hotels worldwide, information systems are essential to manage reservations, customer data, loyalty programs, and supplier coordination efficiently. Marriott's use of information systems align closely with the 6 strategic business objectives of MIS, which include operational excellence, new products and services, customer and supplier intimacy, improved decision-making, competitive advantage, and survival in highly competitive hospitality industry. Without strong information system, Marriott would not be able to operate smoothly on a global scale. However, despite a heavy reliance on information system, Marriott experienced a major failure during the Starwood data breach in 2018. After acquiring Starwood in 2016, Marriott continued using legacy Starwood reservation system that did not receive proper modern security upgrades. As a result, sensitive guest data was stored for 10 to 16 years without sufficient protection. Hackers exploited these weaknesses and were able to access the system for several years without being detected. This led to the exposure of millions of guest records, including personal and passport information. This incident highlights how poor integration and weak security controls can turn into a powerful information system into a major organizational risk. Based on the case, several key failures were identified. From a technical perspective, Marriott faced weak encryption of sensitive data, poor network segmentation, especially around payment data, incomplete multi-factor authentication, and limited security monitoring and log retention. From a managerial perspective, failures included slow system migration after the Starwood merger and over-reliance on compliance certification without a proper security testing or vulnerability scans. From an organizational perspective, problems included disconnected from system silos across different hotel brands, and security being prioritized or lower than business continuity and rapid expansion. These combined failures allow attackers to maintain inside the system for a long period without detection. Next, I will explain the core information system used by Marriott International. Firstly, Business Transaction Processing System or TPS was the Starwood reservation database. It handled real-time transactions such as online booking, front desk check-ins, and loyalty program activities. The system stored guest information including names, contact details, passport numbers, and payment data. Secondly, Management Information System (MIS) were used to generate reports and alerts for management. For example, tools like IBM Guardian help managers monitor system activities and detect unusual behavior. Thirdly, Decision Support System (DSS) supported advanced analysis such as pricing strategies, demand forecasting, and customer segmentation using business intelligence tools. Lastly, CRM and ERP system played an important role. The Marriott Bonvoy app acts as CRM system by providing personalized rewards and service to guests. ERP system coordinate suppliers and operations across thousands of hotel properties globally. Together, this system form the backbone of Marriott International, Marriott
Due to lack
Global
of
Operation.
monitoring and effective intrusion detection system, the attackers were able to move laterally across the network without being detected. Multiple databases were compromised, including the reservation system and data warehouse. Second, this breach also reflects a poor managerial oversight and weak IT government. Marriott failed to conduct adequate cybersecurity due to diligence during and after the acquisition of Starwood. In addition, weak post-merger IT governance and risk management allowed the attackers to remain undetected for almost 4 years. This clearly indicates weaknesses in risk management and strategic decision-making at the management level. Furthermore, the breach led to the exposure of sensitivity customer information. This exposed their ethical issue, which is the exposure including name, contact details, passport number, credit and debit card information and loyalty account data. As a result, customers face an increased risk of identity theft and financial fraud. This incident significantly damaged customer trust and corporate reputation and raised serious questions about Marriott ethical responsibility to protect confidential customer information. Finally, Marriott faced serious legal consequences for failing to comply with data protection law, particularly the General Data Protection Regulation (GDPR). The breach affected customers across several regions, including the United Kingdom and North America. The Ply class action lawsuit were filed, and the UK Information Commissioner Office (ICO) fined Marriott approximately USD 23.8 million for failing to implement appropriate technical and organizational measures to protect the data. In conclusion, this case demonstrates how failure in technical control, managerial oversight, ethical responsibility, and legal compliance are interconnected and can result in severe consequences when information security is not properly managed. Next, we will jump to the proposed solution for the case.
Next, Marriott International is also faced with the problem of poor oversight and delayed response. In terms of managerial solutions, Marriott International needs to consider establishing a crisis management framework. As mentioned by the Anderson in 2025, this crisis management framework is a structured system that explains how the organization responds, manages, and recovers from destructive events. This can be considered as a basis for the formation of efficient decision-making and coordinated action when dealing with issues such as cyber attacks. Through this, they can also divide tasks according to their departments when a crisis occurs. For example, the assessment, action, and communication phases are the structured responses to avoid delayed responses. So, each of these levels must be carried out systematically. Previously, there were 4 issues highlighted regarding Marriott International. So, the best practices to overcome the first issue, which is weak system security and poor access control, is by strengthening system security. By installing antivirus software, which is software that can help in terms of protecting, checking, and identifying and also removing virus from data, it can help to strengthen system security. To provide real-time protection against virus attacks, this software will function automatically when uploaded. In addition, encryption can also ensure that every data is stored properly even if there is a breach that occurs. According to Google Cloud, in 2026, data encryption plays a very important role in ensuring data is protected from attackers and other cybersecurity threats. The issue of customer privacy and trust is also very well discussed in Marriott International. This issue can be overcome by prioritizing data security for each data stored. Marriott International need to have in-depth knowledge of data ethics, which how data is processed, collected, stored, and used as best as possible. The data breach alerts can curb unauthorized access to sensitive data that is collected. To identify vulnerabilities, regular security audits and assessments are also very appropriate. Marriott International should also emphasize the issue of openness, where there are privacy rules and permission methods to ensure that each user has an understanding of their data that may be used and express informed consent. This is supported by the scholar David Lukic in 2025. So this can certainly help maintain trust among customers. Next, the problem of General Data Protection Regular GDPR non-compliance, we come up with a solution which Marriott International must conduct a data audit, which means all personal data must be identified. This audit will review data handling practices to ensure that the data is compliant with the regulation. In addition, to help in terms of understanding how personal data flows within the organization, Marriott International can create a data processing map. As suggested by Scribe Automation in 2025, questions that can be asked in an audit are such as how data is collected, stored and processed. Also, they can ask about the types and categories of personal data that are processed, and also a question about the process for managing data breach.
For the part knowledge and lesson learned, one of the main lessons is the importance of cybersecurity. Marriott relied heavily on information system to store customer data, but weak security controls allow hackers to access the system for several years. This shows that strong cybersecurity measures are very important in protecting sensitive information. Secondly, the case highlights the need for continuous monitoring. Even though security systems were in place, the lack of regular monitoring caused the breach to go undetected for a long time. Continuous system monitoring is necessary to identify threats early and reduce potential damage. Third lesson is ethical responsibility and data privacy. Organizations have a duty to protect customer information. In this case, personal data such as names and passport details were exposed, which reduced customer trust and affected the company's reputation. The case also emphasizes the importance of risk management and accountability. Marriott failed to identify long-term cyber risks early. Proper risk assessment and accountability could have reduced the impact of the breach. In addition, the case shows the role of IS in organizational performance. Although information systems help improve operations and customer service, weak security governance can turn them into serious risks. Lastly, this case provides the important lessons for future MIS professionals. We must prioritize cybersecurity, practical ethical decision making, and ensure proper risk management. By doing so, we can help organizations protect customer data, maintain trust, and achieve sustainable performance.